I'm going to just run what's coming from Channel 7 News. This is in regard to the Obama Library, and this has been a big issue since the site was selected on the south side in Jackson Park. South Shore Coalition's list demands to protect residents from displacement, as they should be protected from displacement, and all of the shenanigans that went on with taking public land instead of buying private land from the University of Chicago. Let's run the report from ABC News.
The group is still concerned about the Obama Presidential Library, saying that it could give way to gentrification, forcing many of them out of their homes and homes that they've lived in for years now. Right now, I want to show you a video of what was happening indoors today. Organizers holding an informational inside of Parkside Academy, which is just blocks away from the site of the Obama Library. Now, as you know, groundbreaking for the center took place in late September, with the Obamas saying it's their way of giving back to the South Side. But the small group also rallied then, calling for their housing in South Shore to be protected. They're calling on Mayor Lightfoot and the City Council to heed their 6 demands, and that's to ensure equitable development in South Shore, expand tenant protections, keep affordable housing in this community, prevent and address rising displacement, give $12 million in homeowner protections, and they're also asking the city to hold the Chicago Housing Authority accountable to increase resources for low-income families. The city already approving affordable housing protections for Woodlawn residents who live near the Obama Center, and people in South Shore are demanding the same.
What that meant is we're now going on year 2 of not having protections that we could have been included in. And some of those protections that we wanted in Woodlawn, like the long-time homeowner improvement grant, which gives $20,000 to long-term residents who've been here for 5 years to repair their homes. That got cut out. These are all things that homeowners could have benefited from. These are all things that renters could have benefited from. But unfortunately, the leadership of the city and of the board decided we shouldn't have that.
And these demands come as organizers say South Shore has some of the highest number of eviction filings in the city. For now, we're live in South Shore. I'm Trey Ward, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Trey.
Yeah, Art, if Art were Obama, he'd say, I forget building a library, it's going to displace good people.
The crumpled remains of this.
Yeah, you'd think so. I don't think Obama could be reached for comment because he's parasailing again with Richard Branson, the owner of Virgin, whatever it is, Corporation Enterprises. Fred Edward, Barry's neoliberal temple should be relocated. I'm thinking 800 miles offshore. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know how Laney would feel about that, but that's a nice sentiment. Love Tagore, Arturo Medina, my mind was exploding, but you are right. So let me get into the article. Let me bring up the screen again. And well, I guess I don't have to bring up the screen. I can read from the article. There are more details in here. So the informational event, organizers held the informational Sunday event inside Parkside Academy, just blocks from the site of the Obama Library. They listed their demands to help protect residents. Groundbreaking for the center took place in late September. We saw that. And they're calling on Mayor Lori Lightfoot in the Chicago. I'm not sure if this is a transcript or this is extra information. The demands come as organizers say that even before the pandemic, South Shore had some of the highest numbers of eviction filings in the city. Yeah, I guess this just is more of a transcript of the video that we just watched. I thought there'd be more information in the article. But what do the rest of you guys think here? We had something from, Love Tagore. Yep. Shared that. I guess there's not a whole lot of opinion on that, but I thought it was important to share. As I said a few moments ago, the fact that I think Obama is privately funding this library. It's not like other presidential libraries that are funded, or maybe there's partial funding by the government that goes into presidential libraries. But I think that there's a lot of tone deafness here with where they selected to put the library. They have property elsewhere that didn't have to take up parkland in Jackson Park. They had that hospital site. I'm forgetting which hospital it was that they tore down when they thought we were going to get the Olympics. That's not too far from Lakeshore Drive and has a nice view of the lake. That area could have been redeveloped, and it's not too far. from Jackson Park, but it's very, very alarming that it's clear how many people are going to be displaced and how many people are going to get lost in the shuffle for the ego related to this presidential center being rammed into Jackson Park because Obama lived in Chicago and he doesn't live here anymore. I think he's originally from Hawaii. He's now over in Martha's Vineyard. It's just troubling. They need to take care of these residents, and they need to make things right by them all. And they can't continue to shuffle them around for the legacy of a president's ego.
Regarding the story about the Obama library, I think it was the Michael Reese Hospital.
Michael Reese, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that closed, and they could have used that space. You know, I mean, there were a lot of citizens that were against them taking parkland to build this library. I don't know why they didn't take any of that into account or just chose to dismiss it because Barry wants what Barry gets.
And the University of Chicago had property that could have been bought, private property, but they didn't want to sell it. So that's where they took the parkland, even though I believe it was Citizens for the Parks that was trying to prevent what was happening or at least combat it.